Hi guys. Oh, you caught me arranging my hair. Um, you see, I'm. It seems like I'm getting older every day because of these gray hairs on the side of my head. Anyways, what should I talk about today? I think I will bring up the topic of environmental calamities. Um, so with the Alberta oil sands up here in Canada, and other sort of like environmental pollution, people try to find sort of like indicators that pollution is bad for human beings. And what most of the times what they look at end up being lagging indicators, not really leading indicators. The difference being a leading indicator happens early on, right? And a lagging indicator happens after the fact. So it's like smoking, right? We only know that smoking causes cancer um, after after the fact, and now we know it, so we can prevent it. But when smoking first came out, a lot of people didn't believe smoking caused cancer until after the fact. So with environmental pollution, a lot of people don't really believe it has an adverse effect on health because a lot of people work in the oil industry and they're pretty fit. There's a lot of communities around the oil industry, and they're very successful, right? Very like they make they make good money, and everything's clean. Their lawns are nice and healthy. So in terms of health, in terms of school performance, maybe or birth defects, how pollution when you breathe in those toxins affects your brain. Um, those are all lagging indicators. And we won't know until years down the line. Just like the first time smoking cigarettes came out, nobody really believed it until years down the line. Now we're convinced it causes cancer, right? So so health is a lagging indicator. Maybe school performance is a lagging indicator. The only thing that's really a leading indicator is the change in the weather. And how do we know this though? Because if you believe in sort of like history, and I mean archaeology and ancient history. I don't mean like stuff modern history. I mean like archaeology. How Africa was became a desert. How Africa became a desert. How some areas of Europe experienced drought. Um, it's sort of like ancient big civilization history. If you believe that, and they say it's because of like over exploiting the land. Sometimes they overgraze it, sometimes they overmine it. And what happens is like when it was arid and verdant, it became drought ridden and like desertification. So if you believe that type of data from ancient history, then certainly climate change and what's happening in Alberta, where from the article, the story I just read, it's hard to get insurance because there's so many like weather storms and stuff. Boy, that's a really bad sign. Um, so I'm going to talk about leading indicators and lagging indicators because like plague and drought and happens after, right? And sickness and all that stuff. Poverty happens after, but what's leading is the change in the weather. So I'm going to talk about that. But only if you believe in that kind of data, because it's not modern data, it's ancient data, like archaeology and stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. So it certainly is dire. You can't even, it's hard to find insurance there. All right, I'll see you guys later.